I think we did. Did we? Man, we may have missed it. Whoops. I may have missed activating Lolth. But they need to handle our flying real quick. And I don't think they can. They're at, what are they? 2 cards, 6 health. Yeah! What's that enchantment? Divine Visitation. Hello everybody, what's up, what's going on? My name is Kyle. Thank you for stopping by to check out my video today on Arena Hacks. You know, if you like what you see here, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can keep watching more. And also, if you're brand new to Magic the Gathering Arena, go check out my beginner's guide section. It's full of all kinds of great stuff for building your account, acquiring cards, all on a budget, and all that great stuff, all kinds of stuff about the program too, MTG Arena, and yeah, just cool stuff, so go check it out. Otherwise, I'm taking my Orzhov control deck and we're bringing it into Alchemy. This is my first experiment on Alchemy, and I'm going to, it's not a budget deck, it's definitely a lot of rares, and it's not a cheap deck, but the Alchemy additions are very budget in this deck. There are 11 cards that I added from Alchemy to this deck, and 3 of them are rares, no mythics, 3 rares, 8 uncommons. So the uncommons, not that one, that one, right there, Cursebound Witch. And the reason why I have this Orzhov Spellbook for the name is because that should all be one word, I think. I'm pretty sure. Well, it's going to be one word now. What is it in this? Yeah, Spellbook's one word in the in the text here. So when Cursebound Witch dies, draft a card from Cursebound Witch's Spellbook. So basically what I've done is I've replaced iTwitch with Cursebound Witch, and I replaced Professor of Symbology with a Faithful Disciple. And they both basically do the same thing. When they die, you get to draw a card from their playbook, which I'm flipping through, or Spellbook, which you see right there. It was the Cauldron at first, which is Cauldron. And then the second one is which is Vengeance. So a lot of good cards, a lot of historic cards, a lot of cards that have rotated out of Standard that we can actually get through with this Spellbook stuff. You can't bring these cards into Alchemy. You can bring them into Historic, but you can't bring them into Alchemy. These Spellbooks are the only way to get a lot of these cards. That's something we get in the black deck when you start out and start your account. Curse of Leeches, there are newer cards in here. If you paid attention earlier to the Witch's Oven and the Cauldron Familiar, anybody who's been in Magic for a while can remember that combo. So that's all built right into the Cursebound Witch here. I think that's pretty cool. Bunch of other stuff. I'm just going to go through it quick. Bunch of curses at the end there. Really powerful. You'll see them come up in the gameplay. And then the other one over here, Faithful Disciple, as I mentioned. This one's got Vigilance, and it's a 2/2 for 2 mana. And it does the same thing. When it dies, you get a spell from its playbook. Spellbook. And so right there, Anointed Procession. That's a really awesome one. This guy actually has a lot of good... Oh, no, they actually both have surprisingly good spells in their Spellbook to go with this deck. They got a few, like, I mean, there's 15 cards in each Spellbook, so yeah, they got some junk for the deck too. Sometimes, when you draft from a Spellbook, if you read the little black box in the corner, you're getting 3 cards at random from the Spellbook, so you're not getting all 15 cards to choose from. You're only getting 1, you're choosing 1 out of 3. The 3 that you're seeing are random. So 3 out of 15 random cards, you get to pick which one of those 3 cards you want to add to your hand. And that card just appears in your hand. It's not in the game or anything to begin with. It just comes in there. It's not even in the sideboard, right? Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, so just flipping through this, the Anointed Procession there, Cathar's Crusade, not as good in this deck, but it can be pretty handy in certain situations. Authority of Councils is actually really good early game. Lots of fun stuff. All kinds of, again, a lot of cards that have rotated out. Banishing Light is like Borrowed Time, basically the same thing. Divine Visitation, that can get a little fun in this deck too. Yeah, that can be a little aggro. Glorious Anthem doesn't seem like it should work well in this deck, but it does. Having all of our little chumpers and all the sacrifice stuff we do, having that all get a little +1/+1 boost is actually surprisingly powerful. So Gauntlets of Light, that's not a really good one. Teleportation Circle is not the best. We don't have a lot of ETB triggers, but it can come in handy from time to time. Angelic Gift, we really just use that for card draw most of the time, but it's not too bad. But yeah, there was a lot of good cards at the beginning and stuff like that. So then we still have the same Deadly Disputes. I dropped the, what was it, the Vampire, Welcoming Vampire, which I had replaced 1 Skullport and 1 Deadly Dispute for 2 Welcoming Vampires. But I took that out and changed these back to 4 copies of each, just to give us lots of ways to sacrifice the stuff we want to die so we can be hitting our spell books a lot. Still have the same numbers pretty much everywhere else. Shambling Ghast, 4 copies, 3 copies of Meathook Massacre, 3 copies of Blood on the Snow, 2 of Dreadfast Demon, 2 of Dollhouse of Horrors, 2 of Lolth, Spider Queen, 2 of Kaya Geist Hunter, which is really cool. We got that Geist Hunter -2, and that Anointed Procession there is basically Kaya Geist Hunter -2 permanent. But it's just always there. If we get an Anointed Procession and we get a Kaya Geist Hunter and we -2, we're getting like, I think it's quadruple. That's quadruple the amount of tokens. We hit Lolth once when we're doing that. That's what, 2 tokens quadruples to 8 tokens. Or we have the Cathar's Crusade. No, not the Cathar's. We have the, what's the other one that's really awesome? Oh, I passed by it. The Divine Visitation. I'm getting a little carried away from some of these. Divine Visitation. Oh, we -3 on Lolth and we get 2 4/4 Flying Vigilance. Just love it. Anyways, back to the last few of the Alchemy cards. This one's kind of a throw-in. It's only one of, so we really don't see it too often. Can help with the mana a little bit. We can sacrifice it to Deadly Dispute if we want, but it is a mana rock that does produce 2 mana of any combination of colors, which is super powerful. And the spellbook's a little crazy on this card. It's all over the place in colors. I'm going to go through it quick. Just pay attention to this. Some of we're working with black spells now. We were what? I think it was white, blue. We got a lot of double blues, black, red. There's green, and now we got black, white, blue, red. So it's like, but the thing is, this artifact can pay the colored costs of every single spell in this spellbook, right? So it really doesn't matter what color of deck you have. When you play the Key to the Archive, you will actually have the mana colors you need for every single spell in the spellbook. So it's not that bad. It's kind of cool. I only have one of in here because I'm just not too sure how it's going to work out. I still don't know because I really haven't seen it often enough to figure it out. But the last few of the rares from Alchemy, brain fart, forgot what it was called. Assemble from Parts. This is an interesting one for this deck, and I'm almost thinking I can drop a Key to the Archive just to increase Assemble from Parts. Now, the ability, it's nice to have this 1 mana instant speed thing where you can give this creature in your graveyard this ability, but the ability you're giving them costs 4 mana, and that can be a little clunky and hard to pop that off when you need to. So what you're basically doing for 1 black mana, you're giving a creature card in your graveyard, perpetually gets, so it has this ability forever, for the rest of the game, no matter where it goes. It has the ability of pay 4 mana, 3 colorless and a black, exile this card from your graveyard. I don't know why they exile it first. After you exile, I guess that's kind of a part of paying the cost, because it is an ability that goes on the stack, and I guess if your opponent can counter an ability, they can actually counter your creature from even getting that ability, and your creature will stay exiled, because if you look at the card, it's the mana cost, exile this card from your graveyard, then there's a colon, right? So that means that exiling the card from your graveyard is actually part of paying the cost. So if your opponent can actually counter abilities, right? Not the spell Assemble from Part. No, wait. Yeah, it's counter the ability, that 4 mana ability, which I only can think of the Overcharged Amalgam that can do that. But if they do that, your card gets exiled and you don't get to do the rest of it, so you're screwed. Your card's gone forever then, for the rest of the game, I mean, anyways. But anyways, if their opponent doesn't do that, very, very highly unlikely. If your opponent doesn't do that and you pay all that cost, you get to shuffle it into your library and create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie in addition to its other types. So that 4 mana clunkiness, kind of, if we use it on our lower mana cost stuff, like Cursebound Witch, or Faithful Disciple, or even Shambling Ghast, it's really not that bad, because when you shuffle it into your library, you're paying 4 mana to shuffle it in your library, but you're also getting a 4/4 copy of that creature, right? And you're only allowed to activate that as a sorcery. You'll see that come up in the gameplay. But yeah, and you get a 4/4 copy of it. So now you got a big, fat, beefy 4/4 Shambling Ghast on the field. How fun is that? It's pretty fun. You can even get a nice 4/4 Skullport Merchant and stuff like that. Really cool. If you have to, you can, for 4 mana, get a 4/4 Dreadfast token, right? That'll start copying itself, right? So it's not like the best thing in the world, but now you've got that ability on Dreadfast, and if you find your Dreadfast again, because you shuffled it back into your library, you can just hard cast it for the 7 mana, or if your opponent puts it in your graveyard again, you can just get that 4/4 token thing and shuffle it back into your library for 4 mana again. Whoops, I slipped there. I might just scratch my nose. But yeah, that's the deck. That's the quick breakdown. It's very similar to my Crimson Vow Orzhov control deck, but you'll find it performs quite a bit differently and quite a bit more crazily. Crazily? Is that the right way to say that? I don't know. Here's some gameplay. Enjoy. Good starting hand. I like it. I guess we're first. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought this was white. I thought that was plains. Whoops. Oh well. Let's just attack in for some damage, and I guess move on. Yes. Go ahead. Ah, that Deadly Dispute's waiting for me for everything. I say we go for it. We need to make sure we hit our, especially get that white mana. And the treasure too will help. We can Skullport to get another treasure. We did get mana. It's not white though. What creature? Oh no, we don't want to use that on Shambling Ghast. And we don't want to use a treasure for it yet either. It's our only white mana right now. I say we Skullport first. And I guess that's it. We just hold off for now. It can block their Novice Oculist without killing it, because that gives them card draw, so we don't really want that. They foretell a thing. Oh my. Some more lands would have been nice though. Or do we want to? We can do this for 2, sack 1 treasure, and then they get their card draw though. Well, we have to kill that thing eventually anyways. And then this way we'll have Meathook on the field. I say we go for it. We can still play this, but that costs all our treasures, so I'll just hold off for now. We need lands. We need to build up our more permanent sources of mana. Okay, so let that happen. It's not too terrible. We can get it back if we want. We'll just take our turn. We're not gonna, no, not yet. Oh my god, we need lands. What the heck, deck? I don't want to use 2 treasures on this. Ugh. What if they just shoot down our Skullport again? Oh, this is a tough one. This is, I guess we just end turn. This sucks. Where's our freaking lands? I've even drawn extra cards and still haven't found any lands. And how are they doing with lands? Not nearly as bad as we are. We do this on one of our Skullports, maybe? We have to use a treasure for that. I think, yeah, finally a land. I wish it was a white source, but we can make do. So we'll play this out this time. Maybe we can still use these 2 treasures and all of our lands to board wipe with Blood on the Snow. So I say we go that way. And then just attack in with Skullport, I guess. See what they do. They kill it. Do we want to hit the Spellbook? We kind of do need to draw cards. I say we do it before we lose our Skullport. Wow. The 3 of the most heaviest mana costing spells and 2 double white spells with it. Wow. when we're struggling for white mana. So I guess for that we have to go Anointed Procession, and it's actually not a bad card. It's actually pretty good for this deck and what we do. Finally that white source, hells yeah. This guy we have to let go. We can assemble, what is it called? Assemble from parts. We can assemble something in our graveyard at instant speed at some point. We've already played a land this turn. No, I don't want to use both of our treasures yet, because we can use both those treasures. Actually, we can use one treasure plus this land when we play it to board wipe. And they're going up a little higher with their Warlock class. How many Alchemy cards have we seen from opponent? None. Henrique's not Alchemy. Each player sacrifices a creature. That'd be funny. Draw and lose a life. Okay, so they go for the draw. Let's use this on a Skullport, I guess. Or do we want it on... I like Skullport. It's really handy in this deck, so let's use it on this guy. Get our white source, finally. And then maybe we go Anointed. What if they flip this? It's a 3/4 with lifelink too, ew. But we have no remove. Well, we can board wipe. And we can get something, not this Skullport. We'll get that next turn. We'll get something else. Maybe Disciple. I wouldn't mind hitting that Spellbook again. It's good stuff. Let's go that way. Kind of sucks using a board wipe to hit one creature, but most of our removal in this deck is board wipe, so... Morbid Opportunist. They're going to get more card draw. Sure, man, they just got it all. We're draining them though with that Meathook, so... Now what do we get? Huh. We could really use mana. None of this helps with that. All that glitters is... I mean, as long as we have treasures and that Meathook, it does help a bit. But we don't have a good creature to put it on right now. Anthem, maybe? Nah, it's a double white. We should stick to one of these, and I don't really like this one. Tap this creature. That's kind of cool, maybe, if we put it on a Skullport Merchant. Let's just go this one because it's cheaper. Just lower mana cost. Did we lose a timer? It kind of looks like we did. They have 2 and we have 1, so... That sucks, because I don't think that ran out, so... Why did we lose a timer? We'll only have 3 mana after this, so we won't be able to get that Skullport back. Which I would really like to do that, but I'd also like to do this first. Or, we can go Geist Hunter, -2, use the treasure to get Skullport back. 2 Skullports and 4 treasures. Yes. Yes, I love that. It won't be this Skullport? Oh no, it will be this Skullport. Yes.
So many new weapons I want to try out.
Well, not that exact one. This goes in our, the way this whole spell works, assemble from parts. This goes back into our, we can do that at instant speed, I think. Oh no, let's just do it now. It goes shuffled into our library. Well, it gets exiled first, then shuffles into our library. And then we get a 4/4 copy of it, but because of the doubling effect, we're going to get 2 4/4 tokens. Each one creates a treasure on entry, but because of the doubling effect, each one creates 2 treasures. 4 treasures are coming up. I was trying to figure a way to get the procession down to get that same effect. We're still getting 4 treasures. But then I'm like, oh, Kaya's cheaper, and she does the same thing if we -2. Ah. Now what? Sit tight, I guess? I really don't want to. I kind of need another creature. I don't want to use all my treasures on this. Or that yet. Let's just end turn and we can hold up our Deadly Dispute if they go to hit this guy again. That's not good. That's actually really bad.
Require my aid.
They still have more spot removal that they seem to have endless amounts of. They do. Would they actually lose 3 life if we just let that happen? No, let's sack it. And of course they're getting infinite card draw with that stupid opportunist. Okay, there we go. 4, 5, 6. This will be... We have 6 lands. Yeah, this will be 7. So we can absolutely board wipe here, but I don't know if that's the right play.
This night
I think we
just
maybe
keeps getting worse.
destroy all Planeswalker. Well, it's still board wipe, but like Planeswalker board wipe. Or do we just drop our own Lolth and try to combat them and play around that way? We can do Procession, then Lolth. And that gets us a bunch of extra creatures. And then next turn we can Blood on the Snow. And then get a whole bunch of points on our Lolth. Actually, they'll get points on their Lolth too. We'll get more though. Right? 3. Oh yeah, we have enough treasures. We can do these both. So that's a nice historic card. Like, and there they're reading it. What? What is that? That's like a permanent -2 Kaya effect right there. Is what we got. Here's 4 spiders.
My will cannot be denied.
Because of this thing. What? Yes. We can double block all your spiders except your Morbid Opportunist. Ooh, that might be a good opportunity for a Planeswalker board wipe. Getting our Lolth back. Especially if they go Hellbound for our Lolth. We can double block their Opportunist just because we gotta get rid of that thing. And then we can Planeswalker board wipe next turn so they lose their Lolth. And then we get our Lolth back with the Blood on the Snow. But they have to, the only way they're getting Lolth is if they go all out. We can double block each of those. So there they go, all out. Go like that because we want that dead and we're not doing a creature board wipe, we're doing a Planeswalker board wipe. Let them have our Lolth.
Fall into my web again. I will come.
There's still, that Meathook is slowly pecking away at their health total. Loving it. They don't have enough to minus on Lolth. They can get a card draw. I think they did already. I may have missed that. Oh, so they creature board wipe, so now they can get spiders out of Lolth. They had 2 spiders there anyway, so they're just going to get 2 more spiders back. Unless they already did the 0 and card draw. No, they didn't. Okay. That was weird. I'm going to have to check the video on that. I'm pretty sure, didn't they have 2 spiders before? And now they're back to 2 spiders after all that? I guess I had spiders, didn't I? Yeah. That they got rid of? Each one of those needs to be double blocked though, so if I get my Lolth back right now, she'll be vulnerable to this Lolth spiders. I almost need to board wipe the spiders, get our Lolth back, and I don't know. How much mana do we have after this? Not a lot. We'll throw that down just to get a better count here. We'll have 3 left, including the treasure. After casting this. No, that wouldn't be enough to activate Haven. Dang it. They totally have another Lolth, don't they? Well, let's try it. Let's go with creatures. Grab our Lolth back. Where is it? There she is. Oh, I also forgot though too about our constant permanent -2 Kaya effect from our procession. You can throw this on something and make it big. That's a good idea actually on a spider because it's got menace. Another card. This one rotated recently, so it's only recently a historic card. So now we got a 5/4 with menace. This is what I love about the spell books. We start getting all these historic cards popping up here and there. I was like, what? What is this? What is that? Ugh. Well, we have Reachers. We got the Reachers. They can't block our big one because of the menace. Although they can get some spiders of their own. A pair. Alright, we hit 1. jerks. At least they got, we took care of that
powers for
opportunist, the morbid
annihilation.
opportunist. They're not getting card draw from all this anymore. Oh, stop destroying everything though. They're gone though. Health total's too big a difference, 6 to 24. As annoying as they were just being. They were giving us card advantage too because they just hit this. We were about to hit the this guy's spellbook, which is different than the whatever the other guy is, what his name is. New cards, I can't remember all their names. Faithful Disciple, the Disciple. Very different spellbook we got for this guy, so quick look through it there, just flip through. Oven and Cauldron Familiar, Cat Oven combo, built right in here. Next. Expensive stuff. Ugh. Oh my god, no white mana again. Okay, this is better. I hate throwing the board wipe back, but we're just too far away from casting it. We've got a lot of card advantage here, which is good because we just had to throw one back. Or freaking mulligan. Snuff the candles. It's hard to get this, all the candles out. Yo, almost had it. Come on, come on. Mini games, mini games. Games within games. Stupid candles, stop lighting so fast. Alright, what am I doing now? Playing Magic, right? Yeah, okay. Attack in, see if they want to give us a little draft from our spellbook. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, they got the lands. I'm jealous. They got the cool lands. The pixel lands. I love that minimize, maximize, close in the top corner. And the Windows border, like Windows 95, 98. So that's awesome. Love it. Ooh, is they coming in? Yeah, we'll trade that. Ooh, more expensive spell. We're bottlenecked on white. We do have a treasure coming with Skullport and Deadly Dispute. We don't have any real token stuff. Creature token stuff. I don't think any of these are really... These are a couple... Well, this one's a bit better. This is one of the cards I'm kind of iffy on if it's all that good in this deck. But I mean, there's 15 cards in this spell book, so... This is could be really defensive and aggressive at the same time. This goes good with Skullport, and it's only 1 white. Let's grab it. It makes Skullport attack for 6 damage. And block for 6 damage, too. Attack in to keep pecking away at their health total. We had Meathook doing that for us last game. This game we don't have a Meathook, so... Or at least not yet. Ugh. Go away. They hit... Okay, because it dies and we get value. Alright, I see. I see. Man, we're stuck on mana again. Alright, let's go for it. And just sit tight for a bit. Alright, let's sack. Oh no, wait, let's use Deadly Dispute instead, not the Skullport ability. Before they pay, because if we let them pay, I don't think we can interfere. So I think we do this now, so that they don't get the... Because this should resolve before their thing, yeah. It's on the stack higher, so they don't get a boost on their stuff. And did we get another Deadly Dispute? At least we got a land. We did already miss a land drop. That was good timing on the Deadly Dispute. We may have really killed their turn, and they're not doing anything else. So yeah, we did. We hurt their turn really bad. Which is good. That's what we really needed. Yeah, let's get this down. It's a good sack target for our second Deadly Dispute. Also for the Skullport. We do have the mana for it. Which means we hold off on the Gauntlets of Light, which I would really like to get on our Skullport, but We just gotta sit tight. I don't know, it's just... Ugh. Do we use Deadly Dispute now and they make something else more expensive? We can still pay for Deadly Dispute. We have to sack the treasure, but we can still pay for it if they decide to take it with the Spellbinder. If they took Skullport, it would hurt a bit if they had an answer for this Skullport. Say we let it go, we can still do our Deadly Dispute if they take it. And we kind of actually need to, because we need to find lands and other stuff, better stuff. So they do take it, that kind of sucks. So they're forcing us to use that treasure on it. I guess we do it now, or else we won't be able to. Almost just because we need lands. How many swamps do we need? Enters the battlefield tap unless it's 3 other swamps. Ugh. Yeah, we have 2. Ugh. So it's going to be tapped. Untapped, you may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. That's not bad. Let's go familiar with more stuff to sacrifice to our Skullport. A little bit of draining game built in there too. Another white source here. No, this will be our second white source. Play this on black. Once we hit 2 white sources, we're laughing, and we don't even need 2 on the field right away. That's why I didn't play this. I played this on the black side. So this is going to cost 3 now, which is super gay. Let's get the familiar down then. Oh yeah, this costs 4 now as well, because it's not a creature spell. We cannot Wake Up Haven this way. We can, but it'll come into the field tapped, so that's no good. And I guess we just wait here. Because we need mana for this and stuff, and a nice fat board wipe would be sick, really sick right now. Even better now, because of that. Ugh. Sucks that we can't do anything about the flying. Block that. Yeah, literally can't do anything about the flying. What else you got for 2 mana? Nothing. So I guess we do this, sack the cat. We need food in order to bring it back. Yes! That's the board wipe we need. We literally have to use what, both treasures? Yeah, what do we got? 5, 6, 7, and it costs 7 because of Thalia, stupid Thalia. So let's drop that first so we save a treasure. And it's an untapped land as opposed to this one. And then we just bring Skullport back, hit everybody and bring Skullport back. What else do we have in our graveyard? Nothing super awesome. Almost every single one of our Deadly Disputes. That is messed up. But yeah, let's just do it. Oh, we get that back too. I didn't even realize that was going to happen. And they're down to 2 cards. So yes, we really stopped their onslaught. That's good. How many lands? 6 lands. So I'm okay using 1 treasure on this. Maybe I should have left it so we had Skullport's ability up. Now we don't. Okay. We found that board wipe right when we needed to. That was awesome. Thanks to our 3rd Deadly Dispute. Ugh. Of course they go for the new card, yeah. The funnest one, the one we want to die to get that value from. Ooh. We can play this with our mana, or with our treasure. We do 6, 7. Oh my god, yeah, that's dirty. So let's just attack in for some damage. and start getting the Dreadfast Demon Onslaught going. What you got? You got something there. Now, what do they have? With all that hold up. Let's try it. It'll be worth it if it sticks, if it makes it. And if they have an answer for it, then, I mean, it was never really going to work out anyways. Of course they do. How could they not? Right to the last card, everything perfect. How could that not be what they have? How could they have anything else? Alright, you're going to block a freaking thing for 6 damage. Coming in. What you got? Nothing this time. No card in hand now. No perfect card to the last one anymore. Mm-hmm. That ticked me off a little bit when they did that. No, I want to save mana for Skullport and our Clue token, which is glitching out hardcore right now in the graphics. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Like, perfect card right off the top, every single one right after the next. Like, are you kidding me? That is absolutely what they would absolutely get to. Are you freaking kidding me? This is ridiculous. We can untap it too with that, so they couldn't have even had a good attack, but yeah, now unfortunately they can. So let's sack Ghast. Grab a treasure from it because the -1 isn't going to do anything. We could prevent a bit of damage. This is unbelievable. Or we could sack that treasure now, or we could just sack the Clue. And then we're done. Okay, that's not bad. This is ridiculous what they're coming up with. Last card in hand, ripping off the top of deck. Like, come on. Seriously, game? Are you freaking serious? And then we will have enough for Skullport, but we have to tap the treasure. Let's do Skullport first. We have exactly 5 mana remaining. So if we want to activate Dollhouse, get something pretty cool back, a little chump blocker. Cursebound Witch, maybe. I like that idea. She's got a pretty good spellbook. Do this and use a treasure for that to get another chump blocker. Which one do I want? I want the Cursebound. Or do we want the 2/2? We already hit this guy's spellbook once. Same with this guy. Let's go Fate, just because of that power toughness ratio. Oh no, wait, I forgot. Oh my god, the stupid Dollhouse thing. I'm an idiot. Oh god, that was dumb. I'm worried about power and toughness. Oh, he's got Vigilance. Alright, nothing but a land. Faceless Haven, which kind of sucks for us, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So they could be coming in with a 4/4 Ass Pirate. I don't think any attacks are good for them right now, though, because they are running low on health. So, we're going to try Dollhousing Dreadfast Demon. Oh, right, yeah, this happens post-combat, not pre-combat anymore. They don't have any cards in hand, right? They could wake up. I guess they're just going to get 2 damage in or something? Do we go with this guy? No, we want to save him for the Dreadfast Demon. As well as Skullport. The Dreadfast Dollhouse. Dreadfast of Horrors. Or we can get friggin' spiders. It would be good food for our... Well, this is 1 mana. How much mana we got? 8. This is 5. And 3 is 8. Damn it. And this is tap. Son of a... Oh, no, wait. We have 8 plus a treasure. Ooh, we could do it, too. This will be a big turn.
I'm here on gatewatch business, so stay out of my way. Oh, give up
You ready?
already.
Buckle up.
You're outnumbered.
Here's 4 spiders with menace.
Which my will cannot
Here's
be
2
denied.
dreadfast demons. Oh. Is this scoop territory? Sure, these guys can. Oh, these guys too. Yeah, get them all in there. Is that just game? That's just game. They have no blockers. I didn't even. Ha! I did all that Lolth stuff, and I didn't even need to. Kaya double tokens. 3/3s all attack. Oh man. So the big finisher there was obviously the new, or the, not the alchemy cards, but still, that was fun getting some spellbook stuff in there. What did we do out of the spellbook? Oh yeah, we had this guy, Gauntlets of Light. That was about it. I feel like, did we hit this guy's spellbook? We should have. How did he get in our graveyard? And what did we get from this spellbook? Oh, right here, Cauldron Familiar. Yep. Okay. Alright, so what am I at? 6 games today, I think. Pretty good hand. And I think all but one, only one of those games, was not completely handed to my opponent. Yet, I've only lost 2 of the games. So, I think the deck's doing pretty decent so far. Keep getting out our little blockers, our little sacrifice stuff, and all that. We're going to need some card draw soon, so we got Deadly Dispute coming up. Attack in, get our damage, and might as well. And the turn. Lolth is only 1 mana away now. Enters the battlefield, or at the beginning, mill a card. If it's create a treasure token. Okay, so what is a creature? Green insect. Blood token if it's non-land, non-creature. Land. So they get a treasure. So which one of these do we want a spellbook from? Well, this guy's got Vigilance, so let's kill this. Let's sacrifice this guy. Vigilance is a little bit better. I'm not sure it matters which spellbook we hit right now. I guess we get the Witch's Familiar because it just gives us something to do. We have nothing to sack for this. We have, I mean, we can get Spider tokens soon. With Lolth. Food tokens I don't think are too fascinating for us. Yeah, let's just go with the creature. That's nice. That's a good draw. I'm happy with that. Do we rush out a Lolth? Keep cluttering up the field. Yes, what do we do? Let's keep cluttering up the field for now. Because we got 2 board wipes in hand. So let's try not to play out creatures that we want to keep, like Skullport Merchant. We'd like to keep alive, so no attacks, no point. Nothing will get through, so they do their thing again, get a little insect, which will die to one of our board wipes. Oh good, play out more creatures so we can get them with the board wipes. Get that out there, our second white source. So what do we do have? We can do 2, we can do -3 right now. We can do -4 if we sack the treasure. I don't think I want to do that though. Go with Lolth and then no attacks. Get some spiders. That'll make our board wipes a little sweeter. And hopefully they just don't have the exact removal they need when they need it. Oh, that would be so frustrating.
Envy the strong, for they consume.
They have something though.
I
Something's
will
holding
come
up.
the weak.
What do they have? No attacks. We need the blockers to protect Lolth. Okay, so they stack their creature, get a pest out of it. Not a bad little combo there with the Village Rites. Getting some card advantage, which is really bad. We're hoping to run their hand empty. So, you know, we can, you know, get them. Oh. Play out the creatures, please and thank you. What do we have next turn? We have Meathook for 4, and we're not sacking. We play a land untapped. We have 1, 2, and then 3, 4 for X. Yeah, that'll do it. Wow. They're going to get a lot of pest tokens. Sucks that they're going to gain life from all those pest tokens dying, though. That kind of sucks. That's 4 more life they're gaining. Ew. Disgusting. Do we attack first? Might as well. Like, some of these menace guys will get through. So I say we go on an all-out attack first. But before that even, draw a card.
My words are for
That's not bad.
ambitious minds.
We can actually activate it too. Play it and activate it without sacking the treasure. But we're board wiping this turn, so yeah. All-out attack. They might sense the board wipe coming now after the all-out attack. That's usually what I think. When an opponent does that, I'm like, oh, here comes the board wipe. Are we getting any damage through? Nope. They're throwing... It's smart. If you suspect a board wipe, you know all creatures are dying anyways. So just block as much damage as you can. They probably should have traded a witch for our thing or threw their innkeeper in front of it. So let that all go through. Lolth gets a little bit of a boost there. We could have waited till post-combat and then got more spider tokens right away. That was maybe a bit of an oops. Hopefully they don't have haste.
And a gift in exchange for loyalty.
Yeah, I should have held off on Lolth until post-combat. Ooh. That is dirty. I like that. We go for spider tokens next turn, and they're all 4/4 angels with vigilance. At the beginning of mill 2 cards. One or more cards from the graveyard from anywhere during your turn. Create an insect token and ability triggers once each turn. Oh, and I got 2 of them. So they're getting at least two insects per turn. Do we want to use our assemble from parts on anything? Not at the moment. Oh, man. You ready? Oh, God.
My power is for annihilation.
Oh, we can go Skullport too. I like it. We'll get the treasure back. And yeah, vigilant flyers from Lowell. Oh baby. All right, what do they got now? Annoying insects. Luckily, they don't have reach. They do have village rites and sacrifice stuff for card draw, so I'm definitely not a fan of. What was I not a fan of? How many cards I have in hand or something like that? Yeah. Oh, we don't have enough mana to do the thingy. That sucks. So what are they doing? -4, because that's what they need to hit everything. Typical. Triggers for Lolth on the stack. And all of our Meathooks. And our Meathooks just trade back and forth, so we'll end up at 23 and they'll end up back at what they were at. Right? Our Meathooks cancel out. Pass, they're at end steps. Let's use this now, and we'll use it. What do we want to get back? Let's go with Skullport. I like that. Ooh! And then we minus Lolth and start creating stuff. Yep.
Do what I demand. We will slay
What?
our enemies.
What's it? Oh, right. Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize how that would work. Yeah, it sacrifices them, but then it creates a token that's a copy of it, so it just enters as an angel, because that says angels instead of whatever the thing is. This is still here. Holy jeez, that's a lot of damage. They have no reach, so let's just get in and see what that damage is. A lot. And we'll get a 4/4 token. No, we won't, because of Divine... Right. Oh shoot, we should have went Dollhouse of Horrors. That's going to create... Oh yeah, whatever. It'll just come back as an angel, yeah.
My power is
And that
for
pumps up our Lolth, though,
annihilation.
too. We haven't used it yet? No. I think we did. Did we? Man, we may have missed it. Whoops. I may have missed activating Lolth. But they need to handle our flying real quick. And I don't think they can. They're at, what are they? 2 cards, 6 health. Yeah! What's that enchantment? Divine Visitation. It kind of cancels out Dreadfast Demon. We sack an angel, create a Dreadfast token, which just gets converted into a 4/4 flying, which is what we sacked for it anyways. But Lolth is fun with that. That's a good combo. Here's 2 4/4 flying vigilant. Okay, so there was the gameplay. That was the highlights of it. I forgot to mention in the intro that there was 7 games that I did for that Welcome to Alchemy event, which you get 3 free Alchemy packs when you just hit the start button. You don't even have to enter a deck and even play. You just hit the start button, they give you 3 free packs right away, and then when you get your 5 wins eventually, you'll get 3 more free packs plus 2,000 XP in the Mastery, so it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I think there's definitely a couple games that I'll include that I definitely know I'm going to include in this video, and that are really nutty. They get really crazy in the end. Well, not in the end. Some of them are crazy all the way through, but a lot of nutty stuff we're doing with our spell books, playing all these historic spells that I talked about in the intro, and it was really cool, really fun. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And on that note, I want to take a quick moment to thank Gunner TLC7 and what's the other one? X Valor X, just for the comments on a poll I ran recently about showing decks over again with slight modifications or something like that. Really love comments on my polls like that. It really helps me just gauge what you are all into and what you like seeing and everything like that. So feel free to comment on this video too. And do you want to see more alchemy stuff? Do you want me to go back to the regular stuff? What do you think? Again, let me know. Love all the participation in those polls that I run. Really helps me give me insight to all of this stuff and what you guys like. But yeah, back to this deck. What do you guys think about this deck? Huh? It's a great way to get started in Alchemy. What I did is I crafted this deck. I didn't craft it. I built it. I put all the cards in there. I did not have any Key to the Archer. I didn't have any Assemble from Parts. I don't think I had any Cursebound Witches or Faithful Disciples either. Maybe 1 or 2 Faithful Disciples. I just added all the cards. I don't know if Arena does this, but I believe in my mind, I'm like, if the program detects you have this deck but don't have all the cards, when you open packs, they might give you the cards or increase the % chance. I highly doubt they actually do that, but in my mind, I just kind of hopefully hope they do that. So that's what I did. And then I bought that 20-pack starter kit. You only get that once. It's a one-time deal. 15,000 gems, I think. Or gold coin, I mean, is what I paid for it. So it's kind of like free money that you earn just by playing the game anyways. And by doing that, I actually got a Key to the Archive. I got all Faithbound Disciples and 2 of my 4 Cursebound Witches. So I used 2 uncommons and 2 rare wild cards to complete this deck. So, and then I used this deck to go through that event. And now I have 6 more alchemy packs to get started. So I hope this helps all of you out there who are really resisting alchemy, because it's like, It's so expensive, and I absolutely agree with you guys. It is. It absolutely is. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of that. Let me know what you think about the deck. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you. And I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.